I started recording conversations with members of ADHD Big Brother. Not unbeknownst to themselves. It's not a secret operation. It's not, they know, they agree. We did it on purpose, guys. It's so the listeners can hear, what do people sound like who are doing stuff, who are doing the things? What does that even sound like? I can say this stuff all day long, and I know I do. I really do. But what if I'm full of shit? We should find out. So let's go out. Let's go out and see what's going on in the wild. Let's go on an ADHD safari. Get your binoculars. Let's go. You are listening to ADHD Big Brother, the podcast for adults struggling with their ADHD, their comorbid depression, their anxiety. Oh, it's just a hoot. I'm your host and your ADHD Big Brother, Russ Jones. I've got ADHD too. I've got depression as well. It's crap-tastic. So let's learn some stuff. Let's laugh at some stuff. Let's make some commitments to do some stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, here's some stuff. Welcome to the podcast. Okay, so today's these are going to be fun. The next few episodes, I'm super excited about this. First up, let's do the mental health report. Let's get that out of the way. This is where we are normalizing talking about our skull spaghetti. This is the good, the bad, the weird. We're not always fine, so we got to talk about it. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure we can peel that onion a little bit farther. Okay, we can get down a little bit deeper. I'm pretty darn sure. So I'll go first. My name is Russ Jones, and I'm fucked in the head. Okay, hi, how you doing? A little bit about me. I'm currently, unfortunately or unfortunately, I'm unmedicated. The doctors were going to tell you that I'm ADHD, predominantly inattentive. They'll say depressive disorder, others specified, and anxiety disorder, others specified. I'm basically the junk drawer of comorbidities. I didn't even know they gave me an anxiety diagnosis. How about that? I wasn't asking. And the other specified that really gets me. It's like, I don't know, he's hopeless. He's sad, but he's just not hopeless enough for my crystal clear criterion. And he's anxious, but he's just not ticking all my boxes. He's medicine worthy, but I don't know about the official, I don't know. The imposter syndrome for my own mental health, which I have direct access to because I experience it every day. The imposter syndrome basically tells me that others specified is what they give to fakers. How fucked up is that? I'm like, I can't even do depression right. Anyways, is that enough? Can I please have my medical chart back? Jeez. Eyes on your own paper. I'm feeling pretty much good if I'm doing an overall. Every day, there's like something up and something down, it seems. On the upside, we've got like 6 new members at ADHD Big Brother just in the past couple of weeks. This place, I'm telling you, man, I think I need to do the $10 for 10 days more often. 60% of the people that do that 10 for 10 thingy end up sticking around. It's that good. And the community keeps iterating and improving. Oh my God. So I'm doing like ADHD Big Brother 3.0, rolling it out right now. We've got partnering going on. I'm setting it up so people can partner within the community to get accountability buddies and planability buddies. And I've got it structured now to teach you how to show up for yourself, because that's the scary thing, right? How do you feel safe showing up? Anyway, my dream is to get the community over 100 people before the end of the year. Can you help me do it? Come on in. We've got 66 right now, 34 to go. Help me make my goal, and I will help you achieve your goals. We'll all help you. Link in the show notes, obviously, to learn more and to join. And that brings me to this episode. You know, I stopped doing guest episodes. Have you noticed that? For now. Maybe that changes down the road. For my own mental health, it's I really get passionate about stances on things. I don't know. Have you noticed that about me? I mentioned it last week. I mean, it's just really super oppositional lately. And I never really did set out to be an interview show. I just really like talking to people. And so I have access to some really cool people now because I have a podcast. But then I just become like everybody else. People that do, they do circuits, they do promotions, book tours. If you're interested in an expert, they're out there. You can find them. I'm sure you can find them. I'm almost positive you've got more than one ADHD podcast in your subscriptions. You don't have to pretend for me. I know where I stand. I am not at the top of the charts, and I know that. but other people are doing it. So it's being done. Do we need another? I don't know. But I've been talking to our community members, and I'm super curious what makes accountability work for them. And so then as I mentioned, I've been recording some conversations with some members to talk about how they see it, how community works for them. And maybe it gives you another perspective. Because, I basically shout this shit from the rooftops, like everything. Accountability is everything. So we should see how other people see it, because maybe I'm wrong. I'm not, but maybe I am. And the first one that I'm going to share with you guys is Lindsay. Lindsay was a one-on-one client. And then when we finished up, she decided to keep up with some accountability in the community. And she's actually made it to 100 days in a row, which we call Skull Spaghetti Mastery in our daily accountability club. And she wrote that phenomenal speech about it, which you can read in the show notes. For a quick reference, if you guys are like, why does he keep saying daily accountability club? I don't get it. It's where we share that one thing that we're going to get done today, no matter what. I modeled it after a nicotine quit group that I was in back in the day. You build a day streak. It helps. And we celebrate every day, really, but badges for people when they hit day 7, day 30, day 60, and then day 100. And it's such a great process. It's a gym for practicing the art of doing a thing, which for ADHD comes with so many fucking hurdles, so many obstacles. And we get on the other end of those by making them visible. And the beauty of ADHD Big Brother is that there's no one right way to do our daily accountability. I give you the basics. So I share how the process, I initially created it, and then people iterate it so that it works for them. There's no, you're doing this wrong, right? We've got ADHDs. Come on. Visibility is the only requirement. Anyway, I'll talk all day long about it. Let's hear it from Lindsay. And here's that conversation already in progress. Let's talk to people that are actually in the community. Because it kind of, at some point, it's like, okay, we get it, Russ. You think accountability is great. Okay. So what? But when talking to you guys, I talked to Jeff about it, and I talked to Lisa about it, and I'm going to talk to Stephanie and Liz as well, and yourself. And you're actually a really good example too, because you came from one-on-one. So maybe if you told me why the heck do you think accountability works for you?
So I'm thinking about two things right now, which is, why does accountability work for me? And also, why do I feel okay showing up imperfectly?
Yeah.
The first question about why I think it works for me is, I think because I wrote it down. Part of my ritual during the day is to kind of check in. It's part of, you asked this in a podcast recently about what do you do to let yourself forget? And something that's really worked for me is setting up my accountability the night before. So in the morning when I wake up, decision made. I don't need to think about what I'm going to do today. I already did that. So I can just wake up and get into go mode. That's helped me so much.
Okay.
And then also just reminding myself of where it's not even in a what did I say I was going to do today? It's more oh, I need to check off the stuff I've done, and I'll look and be oh, I haven't done that thing yet. Oh, okay. When am I going to do that? Yeah. When should I do that? If it's not a routine thing. I think that's part of why it works for me. It helps me externalize. It helps me be accountable to me and to everyone else. I think the fact that everyone is, I know people, when you say Jeff, Lisa, Stephanie, I know who those people are. And I'm yeah, great people to talk about this. But you're also all kind of strangers with no stake in my life or what I'm doing. So it helps me be freer to just sort of show up. Although I will say that feeling of being imperfect or struggling, because I feel I'll have some weeks where I'm going really strong, and then I'll have a week where I'm on the struggle bus this week. And it can be a little bit harder to show up in community during those weeks where I'm I've been killing it, and now I feel I'm not, and what's everyone going to think of me? And,
yeah.
That stuff will come up, but I guess what helps me through that is seeing other people doing it and like not caring. Like Stephanie, I feel like is a great example of this, or Rachel. Like
Mm-hmm.
Rachel calls herself out all the time, and it's kind of like a running joke.
I know.
And yet she's still here and she's still showing up. And it's like, okay, maybe
Oh
you
yeah.
have like 10 day ones in a row, but Ray was pointing out like, but you've been showing up consistently, even if it hasn't been every single day. And so
Yeah.
seeing other people doing that helps me get over the hump of like, okay, just like this is a tool for me to use how it works for me right now. And another episode, you were just talking about this, how we're organisms, like we don't show up the same way every day. And so it's kind of like, how
Yeah.
can this help me today?
Yeah. That's really profound. The idea of like, yeah, because you take people like Rachel. Rachel has been she has been over, I think she might have even gotten to day 200 in a row. And I've never
Amazing.
been to day 200, but we go into these seasons, right? Like seasons
Mhm.
of struggling, right?
Yeah.
And it's, you really do get to see that in the community. You see people who are massively succeeding, and you see
Mhm.
people who are white knuckling and fighting. But there's I don't know, there's just something about the support of it all that feels good. Like, and
Yeah.
things like this. I saw this the other day. Mick has eyeballs on one of your tasks.
Oh my,
Mick
yes,
has
all
total
right.
eyeballs on you, and I was like, "That's so
And that
genius."
that's pushed me where like I made some hard calls that I might have dragged my feet on about, where he was like, I'm calling you on this. And I'm like, I guess I have to do it now. And then he even asked me, he's like, what are your blockers? Like, what's stopping you from doing this? What's your plan? And I'm like, okay, well, Nick asked me, so I have to make a plan now.
Yeah,
So
done it.
then I made
Done.
a plan, and I floated it by my husband just the other night, where I was like, "This is what we're doing to get that done," and he was like, "Okay." Like I always am this kind of like
Yes,
back
dear.
and forths and these intense, yeah, because we can disagree on things sometimes, but I feel like we've been back and forth on this one enough, where I was just like, "Here's
Yeah.
the plan," and he was like, "All right," and now it's like, "Okay, that's what we're gonna do."
Yeah. Do you notice like what I've seen over time is you see varying forms of like where somebody will post a thing and it'll work. It will
Mhm.
work. I say that like loosely, but like they showed up for themselves, and then it's like, oh, I get it, and then they
Yeah.
schedule all of it and just like nosedive, right? And you
Yes.
see that and you go, okay, great.
Mhm.
And but if you keep that visible and you see, oh, look what I did. I tried to do all of it and I nosedive. Okay, today I'm doing one thing again. Most people will go with ADHD, and I see will go, I'm going to try this thing. Now I'm going to apply it to every aspect of my life. Now I failed at it. Now I'm a loser. Now I'm going to
Mm.
go tuck away somewhere and like not do a thing.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so. But keeping visibility on it closes that gap to be like, okay, day one again, day one again.
Yes. Yeah. And then where like you or other folks in the community will ask the question of like, what's getting in your way about this? Or even like, I noticed
Yeah.
Vala had just done that where she was like on a roll and she overscheduled herself and realized it. And she was like, I'm making it one thing. And like, I was nodding along when I saw that because I was like, I went through that same exact
Same.
process at one point. And so it's really interesting. Like I went back and read through all of the skull spaghetti master speeches
Yeah.
when I
Yours made me
resigned.
cry, dude.
Oh,
It was so freaking good.
I'm so thank you. I'm so glad I was like watching it and I'm like, can I do it? And now I'm at like day 121 or something.
Mhm.
And we're gonna get to 200, no problem. It's gonna be awesome.
Wow, dude. I've never been to 200, so I'm right on your heels.
Yeah.
Like, this is going to be my round. For me, it's like it'll be one I'll forget. I will
Mm.
just forget, and it'll be on a day when I threw a monkey wrench in, and I was like, you know what? Today I'm going to put meditating on there, and it'll be like so out
Oh.
of context and out of, and then I wake up the next morning and go, oh God. You know, Liz called me out on that. She's in the
Oh,
consistency.
really?
Oh my God. She's in the consistency crew, and this was way back before, like the last time I went to day one. And
Mhm.
she goes, well, why don't you set an alarm at night to remind you? And I got so pissed off. I was like, I threw an inner tantrum. I was like, I don't want an alarm. I don't want to do that. I hate alarms. And so then, but it was such a good call. I was like, okay, that's my, what do you call it? Penance?
Yeah.
Like that's my punishment or my consequence is I've earned getting an alarm at 9 p.m. every night that says,
Yeah.
did you do your thing?
Yeah.
And I had to do that for a week straight before I gave myself permission to kill the alarm. That's how you give yourself permission to forget. But it's like, I also hate them.
That's the most relatable thing. But the thing is, like, now you have the alarm for when you need it. Like, if life's ever just crazy, or you're out of routine, or you're adding something new in, and you know now that kind of like rocks your boat a little bit, you can turn it back on for that week or whatever
Totally.
until you're like out of the danger zone, and then you can turn it back off.
Totally. 100%. And it's like, this is, I think, the difference between like day 150 rolls around and I forget, let's say I forget, then that gut punch is so bad. It hurts so bad. I think I lost a streak at day 90 something. And I was like, no. Yeah. And you're like, your brain is saying, just lie to people. Just do, you know what I mean? Just find the loophole, make it work. And I'm like that, showing up, even though that happens, is what I think one of the greatest aspects of our particular group is that you can show up and be like, this sucks. And it's not about, oh, I guess daily accountability doesn't work for me. I only made it to 145 days in a row.
Right.
Now I'm at day one and that number looks stupid. Like it's not really about the number. It's about showing up. Right.
Yeah. And there have even been some folks who have come in and like haven't counted days. They just like show up and do daily accountability and they don't keep a streak. And it's like, that's cool too. Like seeing everyone's different little system and like what works for them. And yeah, I've learned a lot and picked up a lot of ideas from just seeing what other people are doing.
Well, I suppose this is as good a time as any to chime in and let you guys know, hey, here's a fun update for you. Since the time that Lindsay and I recorded this, I forgot my thing, completely forgot to post in the Daily Accountability Club one day. I got carried away, caught up in the day, never checked back in at the end of the day. It was a good day. Never posted. And I had to post day one. I felt the gut punch the next day. I'm currently in the very low numbers right now. If you come on into the community, you'll see little old me posting my days 2s and 3s. God dang. I was at day 136. Oh, good. It hurts. It hurts seeing day one. But it happens. Shit happens. Here we are. And I am now taking my medicine. I have already set up my alarm, my freaking alarm for 9 p.m. that says, did you do your thing? So I will be doing that over the next 7 days. And that's how you do's it. All right, let's get back into talking to Lindsay about the members of the community.
There's this weird, perfect level of anonymity that makes it feel safer, but also a level of, but you're still people doing cool stuff that I respect. And so I want to earn that respect too by showing up.
Yeah, that is a really interesting, that's brilliant. The concept of like, we don't want to let our friends down because that's going to put the friendship on the line or the trust of our friendship. And so if I'm going to tell them, hey, I'm going to clean my house today, and they're going to roll their eyes and be like, oh, really? You were going to do it this time? And you're like, oh, no, I can't. Oh, now, and I didn't do it. And now they're never going to believe me at my word. That level of shame, then we can take that feeling of shame and bring it to a room of people that are like, yeah, we want you to share that. We want you to
Mhm.
say that you didn't do it. And it's cool that you're feeling that shame, but we're going to be with you until you get your room clean.
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
There's more of it's, I don't want to call it a celebration of shame, but it's more like,
We eat the celebratory shame cake and we have
but it's it's more like people are just celebrating that you learned, that you were aware. It's like, hey, you learned this new thing about yourself. Hey, you tried that and it didn't work and now you know that. So there's like a lot of celebration of learning and seeing like it's not a failure. You found that that didn't work for you or it didn't work for you that day because you had like I saw Wade's post yesterday and I was like, felt that's me today, where he's like, yeah, I'm going to keep it light today because I've got like 3 meetings. And I'm like, yes, that is absolutely a light day
yeah.
when I have to like people more. And so, yeah, just being more mindful about those kinds of things. It's almost like I mean, it is like a gym in the sense that like we go there to kind of practice. This is amongst people that you can trust fall with who are safe to
Oh,
say those sorts of things and do that sort of stuff in front of. And so then that way, when you are talking with a friend, you can be more realistic about what you can and can't do because you've been doing it around other people
that's brilliant.
like you're in habit of it. Like when you talk of like you open all your
That.
episodes recently with like, let's talk about our skull spaghetti. Let's just like get in the habit of talking about it. And
Yeah.
that's like what we're doing in community. We're doing the same thing. I was just thinking about how, like, ironically, the thing that makes the comment section of social media a place I don't want to be, it's what makes me want to be in our community.
Oh, really? Why is that?
I think that that online anonymity can make people be shitty or mean
Yeah.
a lot of the time. But I mean, people show up with like their real first names and talk about their real life. Well, as far as I know, who knows? But the fact that I like really don't know anyone and I'm not super close to anybody actually helps me show up because it's kind of like, well, but if I don't, like I care because I care what people think of me and I'm not afraid to say that.
Mhm.
But also because if I fuck up, who am I? I'm not like letting anyone down. It wasn't something that I promised a particular person. Although in some cases it was like this was the thing I told you I would do, or like
Mhm.
when Mick sent me his Notion project, I told him I would look it over and that was my thing one day was to like spend time looking it over to give him meaningful feedback. But barring those exceptions, it's mostly like, yeah, we're all in a gym, just like lifting weights in our own little corner. Yeah, I love the analogy of a gym. I think about that whenever I go to the gym now,
Oh,
how it's
really?
like the same
Oh,
thing.
yeah, big time. You just touched upon a thing that I think is the difference between us and social media. I
Mm,
feel like we, as a group of people, ADHDers, we are so easily shitty to ourselves, but we're also so good at having a light for other people. And
that is
so
so, yeah.
that's us real. And so us in our community is I'm having
Mhm.
a hard time. This is sucky. This stupid. I feel stupid. We voice our lament about ourselves and we just show up in spades for other people. We just show up like you got this, all that. Social media is the opposite. If social
Yeah,
media is like you suck, you are awful, divisive, and I'm so great, virtue signaling and all that stuff, right? It's
100%.
so fucking weird.
Wow, yeah. That is weird, but I think there's something to that.
It makes our
Whoa.
community, I think, so awesome because it's
Yeah.
you're okay to shit talk yourself because we're all
Mhm.
gonna lift you up.
And
It's
because
just our
we've all
natural.
been there, like
Yes.
we all know it. And no one is I have never seen someone say something like, "Don't talk about yourself like that," or "Don't whatever." Like, we all know from
Yeah.
experience that, like, that's just what our brains do, and they're like that because we care so much. We expect a lot of ourselves.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah,
man. Yeah.
that's
Social
really
media
cool.
would be like, why are you complaining? The world is drowning. You have it so good. How dare
Literally.
you share? Like that's, oh,
What?
it's so gross. Yeah. That I don't feel like as ADHDers that that's our natural state. Our natural state is
No.
to be like, I want to, and you even said it too. Like if someone comes into a room and says, I'm so depressed, no one's saying you have so much to be happy about. You should be so happy. No one's denying that feeling. They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, got it. Me too. This sucks. You know what? I'm here for it. What do you need to talk? What do you want to
Yeah,
do?
exactly. And just like doing the thing of acknowledging the feeling, but then also not getting stuck in it, like
Yeah.
moving forward, like, okay, yeah, it sucks. And what did you learn? And what are you going to do differently tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
God. We should join that community because it sounds really good. I'm going to sign up for it.
A really cool place.
There you have it. What do you think? I really got to recommend reading Lindsay's 100-Day Speech. That's in the free section of ADHD Big Brother. So if you go to adhdbigbbrother.circle.so, that's where we house the community. And I'll put the link in the show notes for it so you have it. But that's it. Your job right now is to join ADHD Big Brother. Get your free coaching call with myself, because that's what you get when you join. And then jump right into daily accountability. Come get some shit done with us. You want to? Hop to. Alrighty, I hope you guys learned a thing about a thing. And if you have any questions, contact form is on my website. Do you have a question that you want me to ask the members? Bring it. I'll ask them. Does it feel like we're in high school? What do you want to know? Do you want to know if he likes you? I'll ask him. Pass me. I don't know. What do you want to know? Reach out and I will ask. And with that, I hope you have a fantastic week. And I shall talk to you later.